Hey everyone, it's the Blind Striker here, and I recently just came back from my New Orleans adventure at the NFB convention. So today I am going to share my overall thoughts about New Orleans and the NFB convention. So the first couple of days in New Orleans, it was great because I got to explore the trolleys, I got to just see all of the different foods, and I got to just explore, really. But it quickly got exhausting, I guess, just because of the heat. It was very hot. Even at nighttime, it would be really hot in the 80s and 90s, and the humidity made it even worse. There was little to no breeze, and I feel like the only time that it cooled off is when it rained, which I really didn't like that because it would rain like 2, 3 times in the middle of the day, and it caused us to get drenched. Me and my cousin and some friends went over to a taco place and got completely drenched. We were walking like halfway to the taco place, and that's when it really started to like drench us. And we're like, do we keep going? And they kept going. So, like, okay, I guess we'll keep going. We get there and we're all soaked. My sweatshirt's soaked. I had my light sword blind cane. So I had to protect that when I was walking. But we made it there safe and sound. My cane was safe. And that's that. Of course, when we finished eating, it was sunny. So, a little annoyed about that. I mean, I was happy at the same time because my sweatshirt was drying off a little bit. But yeah, very hot and very rainy in New Orleans. Now, as far as the NFB convention, I really loved it. I loved going to the different sessions. I got to see a AI session, talking about AI, what is AI. I am familiar with AI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, but it was really cool to go there and learn more about it with some of the features just because I wasn't really familiar with deep research, and it was just a cool experience to see that in action in a real world use just because I don't really use ChatGPT or Google Gemini that often. In addition to that, I got to see some technology from the exhibit hall. So I got to see the guidance cane. I got to see WeWalk. I got to see the EchoVision glasses. It was really cool just doing some demos with WeWalk, the WeWalk blind cane and the guidance blind cane, just because they're both really similar of what you can do. One, you physically have to, move like a normal cane, but the other one, you kind of just push it. So stay tuned for some video coming out about guidance. I did post a little short about WeWalk if you guys would like me to talk about what WeWalk is and uh, you know, share my thoughts about WeWalk. I can do a video on that. Um, Now, some other stuff I got to see in the exhibit hall. I got to see Sam again, and it was really cool meeting up with him, helping him out with a video, and really huge shout out to Sam because he won an award at the NFB convention. So huge shout out to you, Sam. Also, I got to meet another company. I am not going to name them just because it's a surprise because I will be beta testing for them, and I am super excited. For those of you who know, don't say anything. And for the company that I will be beta testing, I am super excited. I am super excited to beta test for you guys. So stay tuned on that because I will be having a video or some videos probably coming out in the future. I don't know when, but at some point. And besides the exhibit hall, I did get to eat around at the convention. One of the restaurants that I went to was actually the first night of New Orleans. It was some like seafood restaurant, I believe, but I got to try alligator, and that was interesting. It did taste like chicken. I didn't like the juicy part of the alligator though. It was just like, I don't like the juice, but it did taste pretty good. It wasn't dry, so that's good. I always complain about meat being dry, so yeah, I guess that's a plus for New Orleans, right? Now I did get to meet a couple of people. I got to meet the president of the NFB convention. Um, it was really cool meeting him, talking to him about the light stored blind canes that my friend Steven makes and that I, make videos on. Um, and then I also got to meet the CEO of Be My Eyes, Mike Buckley. So he's a really funny dude. We just chatted for a few minutes, got a picture together. And yeah, so really my overall thoughts about the NFB convention in New Orleans is, you know, the convention was great, but New Orleans not so great. If there was another convention in New Orleans, would I go? Probably if I could. Um, but if I were going to live in New Orleans or just visit New Orleans, I probably wouldn't go back. But if there was an NFB convention, I definitely would. And for those of you who are blind or low vision and are, skeptical about the NFB convention, I would definitely recommend going to them because that is where you can make new friends, meet new people, and you get to learn new things, really. So that will do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.